What's up, y'all? It's Matt with the Matt Out Here YouTube channel. I'm back here at the Guadalupe River State Park, and I'm hiking along the river here, and I'm looking at all the damage done from the recent flooding, and I'm gonna take y'all to one of my favorite spots here in the water. So enjoy this hike with me and let me know what y'all want to see next. Some of these huge cypress trees here are over 500 years old. I mean, that predates the American Revolution. And just to wonder and to imagine what these trees have seen in their lifetime has to be something. And these cypress trees are just all along the Guadalupe River here. And as I started walking, I feel like they've only gotten bigger and taller. And you can see how large their roots are. And I can only imagine how deep they go. Check out this really neat fungus growing on this tree. It almost looks like hair. That is just bizarre. I've never seen anything like that. Look at this tree. It's humongous. That has got to be one of the oldest trees here in the park. That tree is huge. I would be really curious to the age of this tree, and I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna include it in this section of the video because this tree is just massive. I think it's the park's ability and way to get you closer to God. And what God's done here is absolutely incredible. Every tree, every branch, this beautiful river, the animals he stocked at this park. And he wants you to come out here and enjoy it with him. And whether you can physically come out here and be with him, or if you could just turn down the volume and look at this beautiful river and pray with him, I think that's really important. And I think that this video, I hope, finds its way to you. That's the whole intention of this channel, and I believe that's the whole intention of this park. So the river isn't just a pretty spot, to cool off in the summer. It is actually sacred ground. And people have been living along this stretch of the Guadalupe for over 10,000 years. And long before Texas was Texas, tribes like the Tonkawa in the Coahuiltecan called this place home. And they weren't just passing through. This river fed them, sheltered them, and became part of their stories. The Tonkawa were known as buffalo hunters. And yes, buffalo once roamed the hill country, and it's not uncommon to find arrowheads out here. The buffalo herds that would be out here, they weren't the massive Great Plains herds, but they were more smaller bands, and they followed the rivers and some of the grassy valleys. When the buffalo came to drink, the Tonkawa would light fires in a wide arc and drive the herd toward a natural trap, like a river bend or a canyon wall. And actually, archaeologists have actually found old buffalo kill sites not far from here, with charred soil and broken arrowheads and piles of bone. The Tonkawa tribe, they didn't waste anything. The buffalo meat was smoked and dried, and the hides were turned into shelter or clothing. The bones were used for tools and even glue, and it said they could take down a full-grown bison with nothing more than spears tipped in sharpened stone. While the hunters worked, the women and children would be along the riverbank typically, and they would be fishing, using traps, or they'd be out collecting pecans or gathering prickly pear. Mesquite beans, wild onions, and even grapes and dewberries are out here. At night, the Tonkawa tribe would sit around the fire and tell stories under the same stars we see here today. By the mid-1800s, after war, disease, and forced relocation, most of the native people here were gone, but the river still remembers the roots, the stone, the wind, and the cypress. It's all part of their story. So next time you're here, whether you're tubing, fishing, or just taking it all in, remember that others stood right here too, and to them this wasn't just a park, it was home. So it's been almost a month since the flood, and you can see debris up in the top of that tree that hasn't yet been taken down yet. As I walk along here, you see these huge logs that were just ripped up right out of the ground. Like this one right here. The flooding that just occurred here in the Texas Hill Country was devastating, to say the least. Wow, look at all that debris just sitting there, nestled into those tree branches. Looks like it could probably come down at any minute now, and I don't imagine it stays up there very long. Walking this trail, I'm realizing it is kind of dangerous, because there's a lot of stuff overhead that normally wouldn't be there. It's like every turn is another pile of debris, and it's completely blocked the path to the normal trail here. So luckily there is another way up here, which I'll use to go down further. I want to thank you for coming along with me today and checking out another beautiful piece of this park, and I can't wait to see what park we hit next.